drinking beer and have fun.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another night of Hamburger Podcast. We're glad to have you here. We got our usual suspects. Welcome. I can't hear myself. I'm going to call that out right now.
I can hear you just fine.
You can?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I can't hear myself. Yeah,
I can't hear
it
myself.
drives me crazy. I'm going to stop right in the middle. I got too much fucking ADD.
Oh, no.
Okay, I blow into it. Okay, it's all right.
You never have too much.
I'm going to re-listen to this. If it's like this, if it's like, yeah, burger. I agree. No. I'm going to be a little pissed, but that's all right. We still love Johnny. I've called him Jacob for how long? Now I'm completely disconnected. Okay.
Jacob, the son of...
Wait, what?
There we go. I can fucking hear me. Jay.
Wait,
Johnny.
I'm so lost. Okay.
Can you hear you better now?
I don't really hear
everyone.
myself.
I
but-
couldn't hear
Sounds
anyone.
being a little
So did
maybe-
everything I say
conceited,
not
but-
go in? Okay.
Wow,
Okay.
now I hear.
No, I think it was
right?
just your headset.
There's a lot going
Yeah,
on.
I don't know. It's
Yeah.
kind of flipping me out. All right, cool. Now I feel like I'm part of the show. Let's you know what? Let's jump back into this, Jacob. Give me a little beat there, buddy.
You call him Jacob?
Not from your mouth. And bam. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the I'm Burger Podcast. We got a great show tonight. We're going to be dealing with America's and the world's short attention spans.
What?
Let's see.
Short, exactly. Thank you. She got caught up in a Candy Crush game and lost her.
Tinder.
We got our usual suspects tonight. We got Mr. Ryan Talma.
Hello. Good
Mr.
evening.
Matt Freeman.
Good afternoon, evening. Thank you. Perfect day today, by the way.
It was beautiful.
Fucking
warm, very warm.
fantastic.
And
wasn't
we
it?
got back again tonight, Mickey The Jap's back with us.
Kinky jab.
Fuck, I had nothing else to do tonight.
We got
Shit
the
got canceled.
we got the unicorn Japanese girl. She got big tits.
That's great.
That's
Unicorn
it's very
Japanese
bite
girl.
marks on
It's not
it,
real,
too.
right? Yeah, she
Yeah.
got bite marks on her tits from a white guy.
Can I tie you to the
It
table?
was he sent his teeth in the mail.
I want to tie you up, but I just want to tie you up.
Like your Facebook
Yeah,
profile picture.
that's a bit of a sicko.
I'm into tying up people.
You know, you should go to Kink over in San Francisco. They'll love you there.
They're the
Right?
best. I know. I want to work there. I want to move
Or
in.
any corner in Frisco, they'll love you there.
Yeah.
In Castro District.
Now,
though.
let me say this, guys. We're on Radio Titans with an S.com. And you could call in at 323-487-0766. That's only if Johnny's got the fucking phones working tonight.
He's pointing with his middle
Okay,
finger,
yeah,
too.
he kind of is, you son of a bitch, man.
They're coming. They're
Okay.
coming.
Johnny.
You're fucking there, Johnny, because we pay. No,
I thought it was Jacob.
Yeah, we paid.
No,
for the
I thought it was
phone line.
Jacob, too.
Johnny Jacob.
No, it's always been
And it's
John.
the new person that's been saying,
Yeah.
it's John.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jingleheimer Schmidt.
no
John,
idea.
I was the one that had to correct them.
You're
welcome.
I like that. I fucking like that. All right. So, once again, call in number 323-487-0766. What I want to talk about, we're going to all get into kind of, if you look at the country and the world for that matter, our attention span is about 4 seconds. It's that of a gnat, you know? These things come out, all these conspiracies, and then when they're proven and or maybe not proven without any, without a shadow of a doubt, but however, proven, shown, there's been proof given that these either are possible or do exist, we as a country and a world haven't just went, stop. Nobody's going to do shit till some of these questions get fucking answered, because every time we question them, they go, no, here's new technology, play Candy Crush.
Yeah.
Here's this. Hey, you know what? You just got $500 credit at Macy's. What happened to your mic, Matt?
I had that
it's not.
mic. I've been
Okay.
having that mic
It's
for
not.
2 weeks.
You see?
It's just never going to work.
But I was
for you.
listening. I wanted you to know I was listening, and I think it's because they're asleep.
I offered you the better mic. I would have kicked her right out of the chair.
That's okay. No, I
Just
like
fucking-
it.
yeah,
I'm,
no.
I'm
Attention
lounging.
span.
I just have it right up to my mouth.
I like. Just put the head
Wide
of it in.
open.
Just the head, please.
just lick it.
Just
Just
lick my
lick it.
balls. Lick my balls.
Well, I believe
I'll
that
just lick
like
the mic for you.
we-
I like how Matt looked at everyone when he said that. It was,
Anybody?
yeah.
I mean, look at me right now. I'm looking at my phone. We always look at our phones.
Always.
We didn't have this 15 years ago. We weren't looking at our 5 years ago. We weren't looking at our phones as much.
Well, I mean, no, the phone things, you're right. But, I mean, it's been...
That's our attention.
Mine's
span
at a
right there.
bar. It's been there for 3 days.
Okay.
But because you're slowly jumping off the grid, piece by piece. I started from a lawyer. You've gone to somewhat of a kind of freaky sexual hobo. And then, I think pretty soon you're going to be solar powered off the grid.
Exactly. because I'm a rogue single parent that doesn't have his
Sexy
children.
hobo.
You're
It's amazing.
Lawyer
yeah.
to a freaky, sexy hobo. That's a
But
great.
still can't get laid. It doesn't give me any more pussy. Not having my kids and paying child support gets me no more pussy than when I was married.
Yeah, see, that's the thing.
It's a
I think if
fucking
you got to
loser.
pay child support, you should be able to go fuck her too.
Exactly.
I don't
See
know.
what I'm saying?
I
Yeah,
don't know.
Exactly.
Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong.
No, you're right.
Never been in this situation, so I can't say.
ADHD.
Guys,
It all comes, yeah. So back on topic, which we got jumped. Okay.
Yeah.
So speaking, but so there's been things going on forever. I mean, for example, let's just go back to the Vietnam War. Okay, so we knew this war was bullshit. We found out that so many thousands and thousands and thousands of our citizens that went over to fight for us were killed for no reason but money. We bombed innocent people for no reason than money.
Mm-hmm. But what money? Like, have you ever been to
Oil
Vietnam?
money. Oil money.
Oil money.
Yeah.
From where?
Oh, it was both the oil that they had as well as the resources and the port itself of controlling it. And so it's kind of what we do in places. We want to control them for different reasons.
They were communism
Unknown
too,
to
so
us.
we got to get in there.
Well, but then it turns out, though, and that's the thing is the true definition of communism is everyone working together. So it's like a socialism in a sense.
It's
Yeah.
sort of
it's
like us.
communal.
Yeah.
And so it's like it's supposed to be a good thing. So none of these people are actually communists. They're just kind of dictatorships under a guise. And at the same time, again, like I say, they all kind of are puppets for us where we're puppets for England. And there's a big scam. But, it's things like Vietnam. It's crack cocaine being flooded into South Central L.A. in the early 80s, 70s and 80s to
White
destroy.
flight.
Well, it wasn't. You know what? It was to destroy poor people.
Yeah,
It was
exactly.
done by rich people.
Yeah.
And it took a hell of a lot of black people involved as well to get that shit on the streets. And it took powerful black people to allow it to all happen and make money off of it and be part of it. And when people deal with that fact that, but we still haven't stopped. I mean, because this is the thing. Black people have talked about reparations for slavery.
Right.
Fuck that. Everyone's been a slave. You know what? I'll pay you. You pay him. He'll pay her. And then they'll pay me. And we'll all be fine.
We're all
You know?
technically slaves. Like,
Yeah.
NCAA football players are slaves.
Oh, yeah.
They're total slaves. They have no name or likeness rights. It's bullshit.
Yeah.
I think if you have a job, you're kind of a slave because you're working and you don't even want to be doing that, but you're doing it to make a living, to pay bills.
Yeah,
for,
well,
what kind of credit
We've
card
been
debt
pushed
and all
into
that
it.
shit?
Well, we've been pushed into this box where
right.
you have to have a
forced.
job because
Yeah.
you can't just grow food because they won't let you. And
Right.
you can't just go buy land because they won't let you in a lot of places.
Like the whole thing with pot too, like the government, they can't really control it.
They totally
so
control
that's
it.
why
I mean, they've bought up most of the shops now.
It's complete.
I mean,
Now,
yeah.
But
Yeah,
for
it's
a while,
bullshit.
they didn't know how to do it.
Right.
So that's why it was illegal.
And that's why, if you notice, a lot of shops got shut down under some bullshit rules. And then in the same exact area, shops popped up in multiples based in one company. And so to me, that always tells me that the governments, these companies, and they're now controlling weed.
It's vertical integration that happens across the board in any profession. It's what drove me out of law. It's why I hate fucking lawyers and I love Republicans. And that's why the Republicans are the answer.
I mean, in a sense, I don't want to say, that's not true because I don't disagree with you.
I am a registered Republican.
Republicans are the answer.
Me and Matt were talking about how, Coeur d'Alene, Idaho is one of the safest cities in the country.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's also the white supremacist capital of the country. Sweden, Norway, Holland, all these places are some of the nicest places to go hang out where there's the nicest people and the least amount of crime. Japan. Same thing. They don't have the major problems. People are kind of somewhat, at least, respectful of each other, like that. And so people aren't dealing with the fact that these are mostly in Anglo countries. And so if we deal with that and we go, hey, why is that? Is it because Whitey's out to get us, or these motherfuckers just are acting right to one another and just treating each other like humans? They're still farming.
There's exactly. Still respect nature, which is what God actually is.
They're still trading foods. They're still trading foods.
Yeah,
They're doing stuff like that.
That's how mankind kind of started. They're keeping that tradition going. But this is a capitalistic society that we live in.
But even in that, we should be able to...
It's survival of the fittest.
But we should still be able to get land, things like that. And that's why I say, with things like crack cocaine, when I talk about slavery and repercussions, they don't deserve any. However... when you talk about crack cocaine being flooded into predominantly black areas throughout the late 70s, early 80s, and to this day is so true. And if you want to talk about being owed something, you are owed. The people who got addicted to crack in those areas and their kids they're owed repercussions. The kids should be owed free college, owed free trade school.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Owed ability to start their business.
They've already paid for college. Like our parents paid for our college. The fact that we had to borrow money is a fucking whore system. It's bullshit.
Yes. Because they paid with their taxes.
They paid for 100 fucking years of fucking taxes should have been paid.
That's one thing that bothers me too when I'm working. Like I'm working and I look at my paycheck and you see how much you make hourly, but then you see how much is taken away from you. And you're like, where is this going?
What is
it's
it,
not
33%?
going to me.
Yeah.
That was a big chunk.
It goes to Social Security, which is then used to use Treasury bonds to start businesses in foreign countries.
Yeah.
But you know what we're not going to do? You know what we're not going to do? Because you know what's unconstitutional? The fucking federal treasury. But here's the thing. You know what we're not going to do? Or I'm sorry, the treasury. What we're not going to do is we're not going to all stop buying things. We're not going to all stop going to work because we're a bunch of cunt fucking pussies that aren't going to do shit. And the people, the powers that be, know that we're not going to ever get together and do this because everyone's busy tweeting about it or Facebooking, and I'm just as guilty, And like I say, I respect somebody who gets pissed at the government and drives a fucking plane into the building.
Absolutely. Austin, Texas. Great America.
I remember that, yeah.
Take this in a pound of flesh, you fucks.
He took it into the IRS, right?
Yes, he did.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Sure as hell did.
Yes, he did.
That guy should be iconed. Hero him.
I agree with you, and Donner.
Blitzen and the other reindeer?
No. The black dude.
Donner Party?
The black dude who was going after all the cops.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
The LAPD.
Him. Same thing.
Actually, you have no idea that most of the people in LA actually respected him. Mm-hmm. Everyone did because LAPD is corrupt.
But what are we doing though? Are we going to refuse to pay taxes because our police are corrupt? No, we don't. We just kind of go on like dumbass sheep. Well, I got to say, I probably don't
reward
pay taxes,
failures,
but,
and we don't. We
well,
reward
You're right.
compliance.
Mediocrity. We reward it.
Isn't the IRS illegal? Like, isn't it a legal system?
It all is.
Yeah.
It's all unconstitutional.
Yes, unconstitutional.
But we're not going to stand up as a group anymore and fight it. You know why? Because everyone hates Jews, everyone hates blacks, everyone hates Asians, everyone hates Mexicans. But here we all are, always hanging out, always talking, always being friends. Yet we still all in the back of our mind believe we all hate each other, which is stupid.
Except for when we have sex with Mikiko.
No one hates
No, you know what? You know what? You remember last time when I screamed, "Take that, Jap"?
Yeah,
that was a little bit of hate.
Well, it was
that was Pearl Harbor.
But we were both
princess.
smiling.
That's true. That's true.
It was awesome. She came all over the table. It was fantastic. Like
It was
flooding.
like a fountain.
I like how Matt's like, look, I'll go 3 to 4 minutes without talking about fucking, but that's it. But that's our attention span. That's where we're at.
It brings us together. You have to get them focused back on the hard dick, and then you drill them with the fucking tax thing.
See, there you go.
Yeah,
there
because
you go.
they're
all hard, and they're like,
taxes.
"Well, what's this about?"
Well, you know what? You know what?
so dirty.
You know what I did for the thing when I put up the show? I put up the thing with Miley Cyrus with my face on her nipples.
Yeah.
Why? Because people will look. They wouldn't look to find out interesting stuff like, I don't know, like Vietnam was bullshit, obviously, and we never did anything about it. Our veterans are still suffering, and we haven't taken care of them from back then. But for the people in the Iraq War, if they get hurt, they're going to get a few $100,000 and paid for the rest of their life. And you got people getting PTS, PMSD, whatever it be.
Post-traumatic stress disorder.
Yeah, I call it post-menstrual.
That's what I have, yeah.
But here's the thing, but then you got the soldiers from Vietnam who still can't get their fucking help because no one cares about them. So we'll care about these soldiers and those
when
soldiers.
they're getting off the planes coming home.
Right. And yet the politicians, nobody fucking bombed them. Nobody. And this is the thing. I respect these people, like the people at the farm that stood up against the government. I respect all these people who stand up against the government and all these Christian motherfuckers who want to sit there and talk their shit. But when David Koresh stood up against the government, nobody ever proved that any child was ever truly harmed there. Ever. They never proved shit about that. Yeah. But meanwhile, what was Jesus? Jesus came down and led people and taught them a communal way and this and that and taught them the word of God. That's what supposedly he was doing. I'm not saying the dude was Jesus, but no, who's telling me he's not?
Yeah.
Because we're supposed to pretend that Jesus was real. But this one is bullshit.
It's just like Scientology, just Hubbard and his thing. I mean, he's just a smaller, more independent version of Jesus. Of Jesus. Yeah. That's all it is.
If Jesus was here, alive now today, he'd probably, and he was saying those things that he's saying back then. Like,
he'd be killed.
Dude,
he'd be killed right now.
He's a nut.
They would call him crazy, a nut.
I'm dying for your sins. That's a little self-centered.
Probably try to disbar him from the law.
You didn't die for us.
It's like,
you died for them. Them people.
But that's, because there's so many of these like random religions now like popping up, and they're like, oh, he's a nut. Like Jesus is like, not the godfather of the nuts, but He's there's. I mean, that's all. I took a religion class in college, so it's like everything is like it's all branched off the same. Everyone has that Son of God, and then there's a higher source. Mine is the Jehovah Witness.
Oh, you like them? I like them.
Like them, they're kind people. They're kind people.
I mean, that's the thing. I'm not into the fact that they got to give up all their shit, and the guy who runs it and the people who run it are making millions of dollars, and they're spending millions of dollars on their churches and stuff.
Are you talking about Scientology or
no, Jehovah's? They got that huge ass church off of Ventura Boulevard. I mean, it's got to be like $5-10 million for that place.
Which one?
It's the huge building when you're going up over the hill toward DeSoto, and it's this Jehovah's place. But there's a lot of them.
Oh, yeah.
And so to me, that's what I'm saying is like Koresh had a building. He wasn't taking anyone's money. He wasn't doing anything. He was just and again, I don't know. The dude could have been a fucking nut. I don't know.
Yeah.
But everyone just assumed he's not Jesus. Why? Because we don't want to believe in really anything. We just want to follow along and pretend we have beliefs, pretend we have standards and mores, things like that.
It's interesting that people are so afraid to speak their mind.
Well, because that's Speaking of
because
which,
they would be judged.
Yes,
and especially in this,
or shut down.
Well, that's what school teaches us.
Yes.
Shut up. That's it.
But you're in a country with freedom of speech.
No. Freedom of speech, as long as we allow it in this school, and as long as you can confine and become exactly conforming to what we need, then you can have all the freedoms that we allow you.
Yeah.
But compared to most countries around the world,
we're shit.
But we're shit. Russia has more free speech than us.
Let me just tell you, thank you.
Russia does.
Yes.
Russia does.
No, we are being bamboozled and lied to. I've been to a lot of countries, and people are full of shit what they're saying about these countries. They do just like they do to us. When you talk about California, you see Hollywood or South Central. That's it. They don't show you San Jose. They don't show you Napa. They don't show you nice parts of San Diego. You just hear about some Mexican dude being killed and coming over illegal. But they hide everything good and show the bad. They show, like I say, crime, South Central, happiness, Hollywood. That's all. There's no in between, and no one else exists here.
But then there was a march
except for
in
those
Hollywood
two people.
Today.
The FBI was at my house last Thursday after the show.
Doesn't surprise me at all.
For 4 hours.
I have a feeling they stay nearby. I have a real
feeling.
Right. They're hanging real close to you, Matt. God willing, you will take out some people soon. I hope.
Think so?
I hope because I know you'll pick the right ones.
Matt, I kind of don't want to hang out with you after the show.
I do. I love people like Matt.
The world needs
him.
I'm a free speech advocate, and I test the water because that's my job to find the line and fucking cross it. Because that's how this country became great. We didn't become great because we sat back and we fucking got in line. That's not how we became great. We became great because of rebels, and people that defied government and didn't put up with bullshit. That's why America's a great country. Those are real heroes.
That's exactly how we were built. But of course, we're pussies now.
Well, now you know where I'm going to disagree with that is I'm going to say that it was a bunch of cunts who built this country. It was the independents and the rebels that made it safe, that fought to protect it, that edged out the hard work. But it was industrialist pieces of shit who were funding all this, who were putting stuff in and coming in and using the trailblazers to open up a line for them to come in and do their bullshit.
Like Ganesha, using Ganesha to break the wall down and starving Ganesha. Starving Ganesha.
Well, no. I was like, shit, trailblazer. I forgot about that.
Well, but that's the thing is, all these people, came and, settled this land and this and that, but these son of a bitch railroad companies and all this.
The tycoons.
Took them out, bought them out, kicked them out, took over the towns,
controlled
everything. It was a place where people got together and, hey, you traded with this person. A lot of them didn't even have law because they didn't need it.
Yeah. Same thing
Everyone
with me
respected each other.
in the law business. They used me to get the contacts, to get the cases, and then stole all my fucking business. Broke my ass. Same bullshit. You gotta take risk and then look behind you and then know that they're gonna benefit from your risk.
Yeah.
So you gotta negotiate it on the front end and be like, look, here's what I'll do. I'll get arrested. I'll say what the fuck I'm gonna say. But when I get arrested and I make way for you, you're gonna fucking pay me a piece of the action.
Nope.
Otherwise, you're gone.
Yeah.
They don't ever pay you.
Ever.
Nobody ever pays you on the back end.
Nobody cares, but that's the thing. That's why I say. And one of the other things we want to talk about as far as what we don't wake up to is our educational system. It's complete shit. It's a total joke.
It's fallen apart in the last 50 years. This is getting worse and worse.
We're making CEOs and laborers, and that's it.
Yeah.
If you're in a rich area and you have money, you can go to a school to become a CEO. If you're not, you can go to school and become a laborer. And it's a simple fact. The more affluent schools have way more freedom, way more independent learning, way more alternative learning than any of the poor schools, which actually, due to home environments, need that more so. And they're not provided it.
Yeah.
They're provided institutionalized settings,
right.
Institutionalized bells. I mean, even at the school I'm at, Nyeh! That's the lunch bell.
Yeah,
Wake up, everybody.
It's Pavlov's fucking America.
Yeah.
Like that's what it is.
We're
Dogs.
teaching them to
Pavlov,
do it.
Pavlov. Eat at 1
The
o'clock.
deli I
Go to
work
sleep
at,
6.
there's a school behind the deli.
Yes.
So when I go outside, take out trash, whatever, the kids are outside at the school. You hear that bell go off, and they all stop with the balls drop. They all get together.
It's kind of creepy,
it's creepy,
isn't it?
Because I did it as a kid too.
But you're by a Jew school, aren't you?
I don't know if it's a Jew school. Though.
If they line up that quick, it's either
But
Jewish or Asian.
They just,
Oh yeah, no, we're very bright. And you know what they even do in Japan? The kids clean.
Yeah. The kids
they don't
mop
really
the-
need janitors.
No, they
They
don't use
clean.
janitors.
They
The
clean
kids
their
clean
own,
the
their-
class.
Yeah, they
Oh,
clean
God.
their
No,
own.
the kids
like-
mop the floors. No, there's nothing wrong with that because you're
Yeah,
taught
there's actually
to
none
keep
of
your
it.
environment clean. But now, keep in mind, Japan is not hidden about their agenda of training workers. You're going to be at whatever school you're at, and you're
Yeah.
going to become what you become in general. It doesn't mean there's not a free market there.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean there's not a lot of places where there's not massive freedom. It means that in the heart of Japan, in the industry or industrial parts, that's how it works.
Yeah.
There's,
Yeah.
other places.
They're not selling you a false dream of some hope.
You could be somebody. You could do what you want,
Right.
yet no, you fucking can't.
I remember
Yeah.
growing up thinking people's, teachers and it's like, you can be whatever you want to be. And then a lot of my friends, they go off to college and what do? A lot of them just move back home and they don't really end up doing, not they are not being somebody because they are being somebody to them.
but not what they wanted to be.
Yeah.
That's
Exactly.
the fucking parents'
Exactly.
fault. I can tell you right now, that's mamas and whiny pussies and Thanksgiving and Christmas and bullshit. That's what that is right there. But
Yeah.
I'm not going to jump on you. But that's
Brought
what
to
that
you
is.
No, and I'm not
I
even, I'm
agree
not
with
even
that.
going to disagree with you on that. But
Brought to you by the holidays.
what is it like the day before Thanksgiving
Right?
when
Good
everyone
holiday
just
tradition.
comes home and looks
Yeah.
miserable?
Let me just guilt you into fucking being a loser. Let me guilt you into being unsuccessful.
Oh, that's
Welcome
how the
to
holidays
America.
work. Coming back home, it sucks.
We were talking about that the other night, weren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I don't really talk to my family. So because
Neither do I.
because
A lot of people don't. I
mean,
I haven't talked to my mom in years. She's a
my-
scumbag
my-
whore.
my mom's
I
the only
talk
person
to
I
my
talk
parents
to.
every
Yeah.
night, and I think I annoy the shit out of them. Like
Yeah.
by the end of the conversation, like, okay, this is nice, but we have Judge Judy on pause. So is there anything else important you want to do? Swear to God. So I'm just like,
You must
you
not
can
have been a
go.
likable kid.
No,
I know,
I
but
just
you
you know what? Any other parent would love to have the fact that their kid just wants to talk to them.
You know what it is?
Oh my God, yeah.
You know what
Oh,
it is?
yeah.
You know what it is? Some people are pieces of shit, and you need to have them out of your life. My mom fucked my sister's fiance when we were kids.
What?
Yeah, she was a scumbag.
Really?
She fucked
Wow.
her neighbors. She
She must have looked great.
My mom was hot as hell.
Yeah, so is mine.
Remember, we were talking about it. Me and Matt were saying
fucking hot,
that we
yeah.
would have fucked our moms. I don't know if Matt really said that, but I
Totally.
brought him in.
Yeah, she accused me of trying to fuck her once.
Oh,
Oh,
right?
it'd be like the
Mother
SNL
lover.
song, Mother
You're like
Lover.
Mother
Yeah,
Lover,
Mother
yeah.
Lover. The
You're like,
song
mom,
Mother Lover.
mom. Anal isn't fucking. It's just anal.
It's not the real thing,
yeah.
Mom.
You can't even get pregnant. Gah.
Just a cream pie.
No,
that's all.
yeah. I mean, that's but you know what though? But see, that's the thing. And then
Some
we're
salad
told,
tossing.
but we're told all these crazy things, and so we're constantly controlled. We're constantly tried to made to follow everyone the norm beliefs, the norm things. And if you're not norm, then you get shoved into special ed. You get put in this. You get put in that because you're not of the norm.
And it took a while for me to actually remember you walked in when I was watching that documentary on HBO
Yeah,
about
yeah.
dyslexia.
Yeah.
It took a while for me to actually accept that, being dyslexic isn't a disability because everyone says like, oh, being dyslexic is a disability, and it's because no one really knows how to incorporate people which are a lot of people who have dyslexia into the school environment so that way they can also benefit from education as well. So I've always been all throughout my education, people are saying, she's just slow. The best
You
way
were
they could
dyslexic?
describe it, I am. The best way they could describe it is that I'm 2 years slower than where I should be.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was put in special ed and everything like that. And it wasn't like I never felt stupid because we also had popular kids.
There's nothing
but the
wrong,
thing is,
retard. There's nothing
yeah.
wrong with it at all.
No,
Yeah,
but it's just one of
no.
those things too. But it was just like, that was also a fallback for me. It's like, well, I can't do that because I'm slow, But
Well,
then it got
no.
to a point where I was watching a documentary, and he came in with me like, I'm crying. I'm like, this is such an eye opener. I was just. There's nothing wrong with being dyslexic. A lot of people are.
It's actually the best thing ever.
I'm really happy that I am.
Dyslexia is not the law, and the law's fucked up. Dyslex.
I think it's well. I think it's an ability.
I had a girlfriend who has dyslexic.
My mother, one of my best friends in college. I mean,
some me out. It was fucking odd. You're licking.
She was fingering your asshole.
You're fucking licking. Yeah. It's not a clit. Okay, I'm not gonna suck your dick. I get it. You're backwards.
Virgin Airlines.
She's trying to give you a shocker, and you're like, no, it's the other way around.
No, lots of people. No, you know what?
There's a lot of very talented.
You know what it is? There's a lot of people. A lot of kids that are put in special ed that, they probably don't need to be, and you're not one of them. You're kind of retarded, me. Yeah, I mean,
thank you.
Yeah, but other kids who aren't, no, but you know what?
You teach special ed, right? Just to qualify this statement, you actually teach it.
No, my true feelings on it is this. Okay, you have special education, which is kids with mental disabilities and or physical disabilities. Then you have the mild to moderate, which is kids with either bad environment, no parents, bad situations, different things like that. It's more so what the cause is. As well as the next thing I want to talk about on this list, which is talking about the food we feed our
it's horrible.
Our own citizens.
It's all
there's
poison.
Fucking third world countries that won't take our food because
it's
bad.
poison.
Because it's poison, exactly.
Dead
MSG, Monsanto's.
Sugar is in everything, and sugar is a poison.
You know what? Sugar
not
I can deal with.
It's not
the cane, but
not
the
cane
processed
sugar. The processed sugar is poison. Cane sugar and pure sugar is not poison. It's not even bad for you. It actually has a lot of good elements to it and mineral, nutrients in it. The problem is they process it and make it poison, and then there's high fructose corn syrup in some of your fucking honey, which honey should really only have one ingredient, which is honey.
But they add so much.
A lot of honey. If you go into the grocery store nowadays and you look at honey that you see over on it's not even honey.
No, it's corn syrup.
I say it
with
honey.
Yeah.
I say honey.
Honey. Give me some honey.
I say honey.
Honey. You have to nowadays because it's not fucking honey.
But
that's honey because it's not honey.
But that's the thing with food. Food is not like if you go to a foreign country, it's like a third world country where they fucking find a deer and they kill it and they eat everything. But where the food is
food,
yeah.
That's what we did.
Well, even in Alaska.
Well, I was just going to say Montana, Alaska, places in the south.
I think if you get in that areas, but if you go into the more corporate city life of
like L.A.,
San Francisco, Chicago, meatpacker cities.
So they put a lot of the cheap ass places in
population.
Really bad areas.
Well, we poison our kids. We fill them with hormones. We fill them with steroids from the food from the animals, and they're eating all this. So how is little Johnny gonna go to school and fucking learn off of after smoking a bag of Cheetos, okay, slamming down 6 sodas, shooting in with some fucking weird ass candy from Mexico made in China, which shouldn't even fucking be here.
And then you're telling them that they have like a disorder if they're depression.
Yeah, they have an earned
They have
disorder.
a depression
they
because
have
it's
shitty
a crash.
parents. They have
It's a sugar crash.
Parents.
Oh my God,
Feed your fucking kids.
Sugar crash.
You know what it is? Feed your fucking kids. And you know what I'll tell you is like a lot of Asian people, a lot of Latin people, you guys are fucking stupid because in your own country you didn't eat like that.
Mexican
Why the fuck
is
would you
better.
come here? Why the fuck would you come here and eat like shit when in your own country you ate well?
My mom is from Japan. You know, she was born and raised there, and I know.
Off to her.
You know what? She's actually great. She's hot looking for
I bet
a
she is.
61-year-old six pack.
I don't
she
care.
has a 6 pack.
I
She has
still
thick
fucking-
legs.
Oh,
She
really?
used to do volleyball.
I've never seen your mom.
I'd knock her dentures out.
But she doesn't even have dentures. That's
she
how
would
good her teeth-
afterwards.
But anyway, she moved out here from Japan, and she said that she felt like she was gaining a lot of weight, and like she couldn't eat a lot of the food out here for a while because it was just so rich.
It's horrible.
And then like her
It's
body
not
got
rich.
used to it.
It's not rich.
It was
disgusting.
Just it was too
French
much
food
for
is
her.
rich.
Yeah.
French food is rich. It's delicious. It's rich. It's flavorful.
French food?
French food.
Preservatives.
Yeah. When I was
Oh
in
my
France,
God,
it's amazing. No preservatives and none of their shit. And now here's the thing. Even their McDonald's has real meat.
Yeah.
But in this country, our fucking McDonald's burgers got human meat, cardboard, every fucking thing you could think of but hamburger.
There was a huge campaign
Cow
right now that
feces.
this one woman was doing
Only
about.
it's only cow in it.
There was this one woman who was making this huge campaign on Facebook that went viral with Subway the Subway sandwich bread, there's actually products in it or like ingredients in it that would be
yoga,
in yoga mats.
Yoga mats, yeah.
And it's only in the U.S. Everywhere else, it's not.
It's
like around the
plastic
world,
fillers.
it's not.
They
They
took it
wouldn't
out.
allow
And
it.
that's the FDA's
It's
fault, people.
edible,
it's the
quote, unquote.
FDA's fault.
But it's called fillers because you
And
got to
the
save money.
Yeah, and the FDA is the government.
Lawyer, the
Yeah.
FDA is the lawyer whore. That's what they work
And
for. They're
by-
the fucking lawyers.
Yeah, but they're
bitch.
just a branch of the government.
By the way,
Exactly.
have you ever heard any person dying of cancer previous 1950?
Well, you know what's funny is not so much. I mean, the miners who were dealing with the poisonous gases were getting cancers, things like that. Obviously,
Yeah.
you know, people dealing with things like that and oil rigs, things like that cause cancer. But other than that, no. On top of which, I think it was India. I don't know what it is now, but at one point they had a 0.003% cancer rate, where we have a 36% cancer rate.
Yeah.
And so,
That
I mean, the fact that we don't look at that and go, "Hey, we're being
It's-
poisoned by our schools
Yoga.
poisoning."
I remember
yoga.
my parents,
It's
they went
yoga.
on like this
Yeah.
huge health cleanse and they actually got me to go on it. I mean, I ignore what I'm drinking right now, but you know, I cut out, you saw around the house, I cut out GMO, MSG, no sugar, no dairy, no soy, all organic fruits and vegetables. And I felt so great. And my parents felt so bad because they're like, I wish we knew about this when we were raising you.
You're
We
like, really,
didn't
Mom? You're
realize-
fucking Japanese.
Well,
you
they
didn't know about
realize-
natural
They
food?
didn't realize that, you know, just getting pasta, you know, making spaghetti pasta, like how bad that was for
Yeah.
us. And now they just felt so
So,
horrible.
come on, Mom. Rice noodles. Get your mouth off the white devil dick.
yeah, it's-
and fucking feed us right.
It's
Actually,
the way our
it's a
system works.
Chinese noodle.
It's
Like,
the way
Yeah,
our system
yeah,
works.
it's the Chinese.
It's
the
like-
Chinese, the Koreans. We're cool,
Yeah.
but it's everybody else.
Korean
we're
pussy
on an
is really
island
good,
by
by the way,
ourselves.
Korean
High five
pussy.
that
I
motherfucker.
mean,
Yeah,
Korean
yeah.
pussy.
Knock off.
Nothing
Knock
against
off.
you. No,
God,
no.
oh
I'm
my
sorry.
God.
It's because you can't upgrade to the good shit.
I've been to both.
fine.
I've been to both. Yeah, I'll tell you.
I've had
Something
Korean,
about that
Japanese,
Korean
Chinese,
pussy.
all of it.
Yeah.
I have.
But now Indian women,
Oh, wait. Now, you know, that's...
see the-
taste
Native
like garlic.
American
They
or
taste like
Indian?
curry though. They taste like curry always. I swear to God, no
like
joke. Not
Katie
being
Curry
mean.
from Yahoo?
Both Katie Curry and garlic. Yeah.
The Filipino woman is a fusion. That's all I gotta say.
The Filipino women are great. They're
Oh,
Oh
like,
yeah,
yeah,
Filipino
you
women-
dated a Filipino.
Filipino
For 5
women-
years.
She was
yeah.
gorgeous.
Filipino
Filipino
women
women are awesome.
Well, they're like hotter Mexican girls.
That's what they
I mean,
are,
you know,
pretty
in that
much.
sense,
yeah,
yeah.
because Spaniards invaded.
Yeah,
like
they came in and raped the fuck
And
out
they
of
don't like
everybody.
us either.
Some of
so.
them have dicks.
Yeah.
No, that's
Taiwan.
That's
That's
Taiwan. Yeah.
No, he's right. That's the Philippines as well.
Yeah.
Taiwan
okay.
and Thailand. Yeah,
No, the
and-
Philippines
yeah,
is known for it
Philippines.
too, yeah.
That's right.
That's which is cool. That's totally cool. Doesn't
you're-
change that.
yeah,
Doesn't change
Actually,
it.
Obviously.
speaking of which, me and Matt will be going on vacation to the Philippines.
Really?
In about,
And
yeah, we're going to be
recording?
spending
you guys
a week
gonna go to
there.
Manila do the I'm Burger podcast?
Oh my god, that would be amazing.
We're going to go to Manila and do
Karaoke.
the I'm fucking a little boy podcast. But
Karaoke, yeah,
I'm,
karaoke and child
yeah.
rape. Fucking get after it.
But it's legal. there.
Feelings.
Oh, I'm
But,
talking about
yeah.
one day. Hey, oh.
God, they
You know,
love it.
people are so caught up on, ooh, he's raping a boy. But you know what? This is the Philippines, right? Well, in Rome. And so, you know.
Seriously, it's win in Rome in
Yeah,
Philippines.
if you can't
Yeah.
karaoke, you're fucked.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's
I know
the rule.
Yeah.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, so
I
you better
I
learn how
dated
to
a girl
sing.
from there. It was
Karaoke. Nice.
But you know, a
That
lot
was
of
awesome.
us point away from the mic. You pig. Here's the thing. One of the
Sorry,
other-
I thought it was to go towards when you're burping.
Does
one
that
of the
come with
big
a
things-
fart?
One of the big things I
Well-
really want to hit on though here,
yes.
aliens, because the reason this
They're
pisses
real.
me off. Well, it's not even a question of whether they're real. We understand that there's other people from other planets that have come here. We have again, proof, not positive proof, not 100%, but we have proof that this has gone on. We have, Roswell, Area 51. You know, these places, but as a country, much less a world, we're not demanding to see these places. We're not demanding that they be open. We're not demanding things like, things like Kennedy's assassination, all these different things that went on that we haven't stopped. I mean, why as a world haven't we stopped and went, wait a second, you know what? We're not going to go any further until this shit stops. Just as citizens in this world, not the rich.
The Golden Greek was really John's dad.
What?
What?
Yeah.
Kind of lost me
Wait,
there.
yeah. I don't think anyone really knows what level you're
I
on
know.
right
No
now.
one knows it.
Are you on a different podcast?
red-
John,
No.
you know what that is?
You're talking about Kennedy's assassination, and I'm just saying I'm trying to enlighten people that it may not have been anything but like a greedy bitch. I'm just trying to fucking spread some word that it could have possibly been a lying bitch that got pregnant by a baseball player.
Are you
and
talking about
she didn't
Marilyn
want-
Monroe?
talking about his wife, Jackie L.
Oh, okay.
Marilyn is a saint.
Oh,
It
yeah, we were
deserves to be,
talking
like,
about how we're going to make a movie about that.
'Cause
Yeah.
I'm like, there's this Golden Greek guy that died at 26. He was a fucking badass baseball player for the Red Sox. And if you look him up, just Google it. I'm just saying.
Shut up, because you know why? Wait a second. Because Hillary had an affair on Bill, and
bitches,
that motherfucker disappeared.
Lying bitches.
The guy
I'm
she
like,
had an affair with disappeared dead.
That's why you can't fuck married pussy. It's not because of their
husband.
husband.
You just got to make sure who they are.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Their husband wants you to fuck them. They're like, I hope somebody fucks him, but it's not as me. Like, I'm trying to save my back.
Who was the senator that
fuck
fucked his intern, and then 9/11 happened, and then the story disappeared?
The senator?
It was like in D.C.
This
young 19, 20-year-old girl.
I know Clinton did.
Oh, you're talking about the guy that died that was Clinton, all that thing. Over the bridge, like, in D.C. proper.
Yeah. And
the missing guy,
missing girl.
Yeah.
She was missing. And then 9/11, she was cute, too. And then 9/11 happened, and then the story just was gone.
Well, it seems like 9/11 washed away a lot of stories, though, at one time.
Yeah, book cooking, a lot of book cooking.
And, no, he's right. It's, like a lot of things disappeared real quick.
It is. I mean, there's a lot of shit that was going on before.
But, like you were saying earlier, after World War, you said what, World War II, right?
Before that.
Well, yeah, before that we had things, but after World War II, and we captured all of Hitler's scientists, and this is the thing, Hitler knew there was life on other planets, but see, here's the thing with me. Being a Jew, it's weird for me to look at it this way, but what if Hitler was hip to something?
He was totally hip to a lot of stuff.
But I'm saying, what if he was hip to the fact that, hey, they're trying to, like, kind of fuck the world? Fuck that. We're not going to allow it. We're going to go take over, even though we don't have the ability. We're not as strong. What's going on is wrong, and we're going to take this shit over and get rid of these motherfuckers who are trying to fuck up the world. If it was Jews, if we are aliens, if we did come from other planets, and we're here to kind of control and own, then that then would make Hitler kind of a Jesus.
It was God. It was
Jewish
God because it was part of the second covenant, which was to be broken because of the nature of the things and how God was upset at the Jews, and then the recoming of it and getting back together in Israel is
we really
is
pissed
third covenant.
God off a lot, don't we?
Yeah, you guys are
we're like God's favorite son who's kind of an asshole.
He's jealous of you.
You're Thor. You're Thor. The whole thing.
We're like the favorite son who's kind of an asshole.
God has always said His covenant is with the land. Like He's been like, my covenant is with the land, and the Jews have been the only people that have actually respected that.
Yeah. No.
You're the Thor of
I mean,
God's universe.
Well, we're God's chosen people. But here's the thing. But again, though, like, why all that stuff, So maybe Hitler was kind of hip to something, And people don't ever want to deal with stuff like that. They don't ever want to look at it. It's like the suicide bombers. I always say, like, nobody's blowing themselves up for nothing. Now the ones nowadays, go fuck yourself. You're a hack. You're getting paid. Go die. You're like the Chris D'Elia of fucking suicide bombing.
I haven't said that name in a while.
Right?
I'm going to geek on you here because you're talking about Hitler and everything, but this isn't going to go into comic books because I always think comic books actually might take one step ahead of what's going on because they actually do.
They really do.
They prevent STDs.
They do.
Most people who read them never fuck.
Am I fucked then?
But in the Marvel comics, the whole thing with Hydra is off of Nazis.
Oh, yeah.
Basically, that whole thing soaks into S.H.I.E.L.D. after S.H.I.E.L.D. defeats Hydra, and they took all their scientists.
Yeah.
And then it soaks into S.H.I.E.L.D., and then S.H.I.E.L.D. is actually Hydra the whole time.
Exactly. It's like it's Mercedes.
I get the point. I mean,
I'm just saying is that we got everyone from NASA.
Yeah, I don't know the comic itself, but I totally get where you're going with it. Yeah.
But NASA,
we took all the Nazis.
We took all the scientists
and made them work for us.
Right.
But beyond all that, though, the things we're doing. The air pollution, the food pollution, the everything.
Hydra's the answer. Hydroelectric powered is the answer.
Well,
it's the home run, man. It's a German car, Mercedes-Benz, bro. I'm like, and it's owned by who?
I'm just saying, after World War II, what did they build? They built the UN. The UN connected a bunch of nations together.
And now they're the biggest fuckholes in the world.
And they suck. They don't know what the fuck to do.
They're a bunch of corrupt pieces of shit.
But nothing's been solved after that.
Well, nobody dealt with the fact. How about this? Fuck all that. How come when Mandela became president of fucking South Africa, it didn't get any better for black people there either?
Because he just got out of prison and he couldn't afford his fucking parole fees and it's drug testing and all this bullshit. And his first wife was a fucking bitch.
I feel like you're relating this on your life right now. I think it started out with him.
You're not Mandela, Matt. Matt, you're not
this
Mandela.
This isn't even a tan, so I don't even know where you're going right now.
You're not Mandela.
You're white.
Yeah. You're at best the crazy white Jesus. But you know what?
Place, Ryan.
I'm no more short hair. Yeah. I'm fine.
Not with that short hair, man. You can't be Jesus anymore.
I'm just here to correct the record. Jesus got a lot of pussy. I don't know what the fuck you guys are thinking, but he did.
Virgins.
He got a lot of pussy.
It's if he does come back, he'd be like, "You guys had it wrong. I partied."
Exactly. He's like, "Fuck."
He's
Mars.
like, "It's in the book. I hung with whores."
He's like Venus.
How old was he when he died?
Messiah.
33,
Messiah.
33-ish.
I was a pimp, motherfucker.
Was that what? 33.
Which is a 6. It's a 6. 33 is a. There's some numerology involved in the whole thing.
Yeah.
Ryan, you got one more year.
Oh, so I'm not my Jesus. But
But you're still gonna die. When
Yeah,
it's a fucking given the way you live.
I was trying to make it seem like it would mean something.
But no, you know what? Ryan's a perfect example because in the 60s, Ryan, coming from his family, would have gotten a job, worked hard, right?
Yeah.
Now in the 70s, Ryan would have experimented and gone out and done something like maybe a missionary. Maybe he'd have gone to Peace Corps. Maybe he'd have traveled and hitchhiked across America. But Ryan in fucking 2014, in the 90s and 2014,
right here.
He drinks a lot of beer, he does comedy, and he's kind of a fuck-off.
80s do a lot of drugs.
And I don't put him down. No, Ryan lives a good life, man. He's a single man. He's got no kids. He does it right.
Ladies, if you're
in
listening.
his way. No, it's not an appealing thing.
It's not. You live with me.
I'll just say Ryan's got a huge dick from what I hear.
Oh my God! Give him some pussy, please. He's got a huge cock.
He does. What the fuck? We're getting you late on air pretty soon.
It's a dong.
In the next week.
I brought up about doing like a whole transformation, so he'll come in as a total makeover thing.
No,
with a hard on or something.
There's no makeovers. Let me tell you something, Ryan. If anyone wants to make you over, you fucking stab him in the neck because I hate that
Don't
bullshit.
stab me in the
when they
neck.
make people over, hey, you know what? You're not good enough. We're going to make you good the way we think you should be. Yeah. And it's like, no, fuck that. And that's what I'm saying. Like, Ryan's fine.
Why am I in the spotlight right now?
Because you represent true America's middle-class children for the next generation in that sense. Is you're hitting the point where people your age are going to be taking over in a sense, and you're ill-prepared to do so.
No, they're not.
But
big cocks only.
But no. But what it is,
got the dicks,
what it
that's
is,
all we got.
You guys are completely unaware of how to do anything in a sense. However, you're one of the few people, though, that's doing it right. You're just rolling through life, living, having a good time. You're affecting nobody in a negative way.
Yeah.
That's the way to do it.
With your big cock.
You're very rare, though.
I use it once
but
in a
you're
while.
very rare.
In a positive way.
Most people are either they're on public assistance, they're on this and that, and they're on everything else they can get on, and they're a pain in the ass, and they're cunts, and they're problem creators, and they're this and that. You're just rolling through life, that's fine, but you're not the norm. The norm is fucking things up.
Yeah.
And they can't function. They can play video games. That's what they can do.
All penis envy. It totally is. Like, if everyone get a bigger cock.
I said that.
It's true.
I said that.
If I have a bigger dick,
wars would end.
I know. If I could just show it to the UN.
No. But if everybody had, you know what? No, let me tell you.
ISIS.
This is a bit I do. This is a bit I do, but it's 100% true. If everyone had a big dick and was fucking, there wouldn't be wars because wars aren't fought by dudes with big dicks because they like fucking. Wars are fought by dudes with little dicks, and they're fought by the guys with big dicks. The guys with big dicks end up fighting the wars
Explains a lot
for
about North Korea.
the little dick guys who start the wars. And that's why I said if everyone had a big dick, people would just fuck everybody to be happy. Hey, look at my dick. Look at your dick. All right, look at us all with big dicks, and everybody would be happy.
It's better
Oh,
investment.
and I was happy last night. So.
Yeah.
It's
Okay,
a
then
better
I'm gonna ask
investment than a college education.
How big was his dick? How big was his dick? Don't lie. Don't be one of them bitches who lie.
I told him to
Don't be one of those.
today.
I don't give a shit. I'm gonna tell you right now. Don't be one of those women who lie because you know why.
So how big was it?
What nationality was he?
He's full-blown white guy.
No, I know, but what
and we saw his picture, so I'm saying 6.5, 7
12,
max.
10, 8?
He's 6.5, 7
8-ish.
max.
8.
He's not 8 inches.
8. No,
You're a liar.
No. All the guys that I have
Your
fucked
ass
that
is
have
measuring
big
from his
dicks
asshole.
are all
Yeah.
white.
Yeah.
What about the?
But you're measuring from his
curve?
asshole.
What about the curve? Like mine's hooked. You know, like the vibrators. I have the perfect
The
curve.
guy you were with last
If
night.
you weren't so crazy, I would totally fuck you.
Okay.
The guy you were with
In
last
front
night.
of all these guys too.
Awesome. That's awesome.
Give him a pill. Calm him down. And let's
I
do
just need to
this.
take my medicine. I'm not crazy with my medicine.
But let me ask you this. Now, in all honesty, how big was his dick?
8 inches.
See,
I don't
See,
believe that.
We're both.
I don't have him here.
But you know why?
I don't-
I'm going to tell you this, and don't take this the wrong way, but fucking bitches lie.
No. I
All
won't.
the
Oh my
time.
God, no, I would
You know
not.
how many of my friends, girlfriends, my friend would be like, yeah, she's going to ride the hog tonight. And she'd be like, yeah, I am. And then they break up, and she's like, yeah, because he had a little fucking dick.
See,
well,
okay,
bitch, what
my
hog were
last-
you riding
my
then?
last-
What hog?
My last boyfriend, we're broken up, obviously. Big fucking dick.
But not ass material.
He sounded like Bane from Dark Knight Rises, though.
Bane is awesome,
No,
by the
he
way.
didn't.
Yeah,
he
he did.
barely
When I met
talked to you.
But how big was his dick?
Oh, really? I would say it's probably a little bit like 8.5. Honestly,
thick?
and it was really thick. Oh
So
my
no
god,
ass.
it was
No, he
amazing.
no fuck you in the ass. He fuck you in the ass.
He
You're
knew,
finding.
but he knew what
With your
to
hands.
do.
With your hands, show me how thick
Show me
it
how it
was.
does, yeah. Did he fuck your
Thick?
ass?
Like,
See, that's not that fucking
That's
thick.
not that thick. That's really
God
not.
damn
That's
it!
not-
No, let me tell you what a big
That-
fucking dick is. You ready?
No, I thought you said
a big
thick.
dick is like 10 inches,
no.
and it's like that.
I thought you said
Cucumber.
thick.
It's
No,
a
no.
fucking-
Those,
Yes,
those are
cucumber.
scary that women will only look at and never touch.
Whether it's scary or
She'll
not,
probably lick
that's
the
a
tip.
big dick.
No, she'll probably lick the tip and be like, "Oh, stroke it." That's
It doesn't
cute.
matter. It's still
I
a
fear
big
that.
dick.
I fear
Full
that.
frontal nudity
Right.
has
No,
completely
I would look at
caused
it and be like,
ignorance.
you know that not a lot of that's going in
Right.
me.
You know what though?
What?
You know what
Oh,
though?
yeah. No.
That's still a big dick. But the 8.5
That's a huge
is
dick.
regardless.
But a 7
Yeah.
curve is good as an 8.
8.5 is so fucking.
You've got to use a
like,
tape
you gotta-
measure.
no.
You have to use a tape
You know
measure.
that-
That's a
You know,
separate
wait, first
wash
of all-
right there when you're in the shower. You're just like, I got it.
no.
We broke like the first time we had sex. He broke the Magnum condom.
He broke
Wow,
it.
that's
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
I was.
How
That's
was
just
the
some
ass
idiot who
fucking?
doesn't know how to
We
put on a
kept going.
fucking condom.
You like it?
Like you could put your arm in a condom. That's just some dick who doesn't know how to put on a fucking condom.
Did he fuck your ass often?
No, we didn't
See,
get to
no,
do that yet.
no.
I was really. We didn't stay together
That's
that
the
long
test.
enough.
That's the test.
I know.
But yeah.
As long as they do it
Freeman
right.
in his 101 on sex.
You reach the back door of the G spot. You actually reach the back side of the G spot, and some women have a colossally major orgasm from having an anally inserted because there's a G spot backside, which is harder to reach, and so it's actually really, really erotic. Korea.
And there's
for
something
example.
very
What-
similar to men too.
What's your day
that's-
job? How do you
Your
know all
prostate.
this?
You can actually knock the prostate with a
right.
cock
Yeah.
or with a dildo, and it causes the ass to get wet. So it actually causes
Yeah.
an orgasm.
Yeah.
Shut up, because I've had that happen before. Not to me, not to me. But I'm having sex with a girl, like where I've had sex with a girl, and like we'll be messing around like that. And I'm not gonna say who, but also my wife. And like we were in La Jolla at the Comedy Store, and in the condo, and we were getting all
good old
crazy, we were
condo.
drunk, and that kind of went on. But I had it with other girls too, where their ass kind of lubes up, and you're like, oh shit, I didn't even have lube. Like this is kind of wild.
Ass gets wet. Yeah.
Yeah, but now here's the thing is, my problem is, like I say, so many girls are such liars, and not you probably.
Nice eye roll, but
Yeah,
thank you.
just so we know, I thank you, because I did make an eye roll.
Just Hillary.
But that's the thing is, and so that's why I don't trust women. That's why I grew up my whole life hating my dick, because I thought women just lied, and all guys talk about their big dick, and I think I reach out here, and I'm nowhere near my dick.
He's like 8
So
inches.
everyone else has a way huger dick than me, and I'm a loser, and it's because of women who lie, and then
But that
later
goes
on
both
go on.
ways. Like I feel that way about a lot of men too, and it took certain men in my life that one of them, my ex, it took a
Guy
lot
said
of
you had a big
convincing.
pussy?
Huh? No, that
Oh. I'm like-
men don't. You can't trust them. They all cheat on you eventually.
Oh
but,
yeah, but they don't lie.
Yeah.
No, but the
Well,
thing
they
is,
do lie. I just don't lie.
We're all forced to lie. That's the sad part about
I don't
it.
lie.
you shouldn't have to.
yeah.
And I've always
That's
lived
what
my
I
life
say.
so positively,
I
in
know.
that if you're gonna lie to me, then you're not. You're not worth my
Exactly.
time. We're
Exactly.
not worth.
But are
being
you really
friends.
totally honest to guys?
You need to
Yeah.
like fucking
When guys
like,
are bad
counsel
in
my
bed, you're like,
kids.
no, you're not really good.
I just go like, I think we're good.
That's a lie. Now, because
No,
you didn't
no,
tell,
because
you
I'm
didn't
doing
let
the
him know
face.
he sucked. And if a guy's got a little
I
dick,
can't do
you
that
say,
while he's naked and right
if
there
a guy's
so
got a little
vulnerable.
dick,
I don't
no.
want him crying
That's
in my
when you
room.
need to do it. That's exactly when to do it.
Couldn't you wait for me to put my
That's
clothes
when to do
on?
it.
I don't want
yeah,
him leaving.
no.
Oh,
the
wait a
house.
second. Wait a second.
You want to tell?
Hold on.
What?
That just reminded me of something.
What?
What?
If everyone will look at her breast, she said if she comes back on the show, we're seeing nipple. Does
Oh!
everyone remember that?
I want to see the.
Does everyone
Can I
remember
just-
that?
Can I touch?
I
one?
think we need
Can
to
I
see
just touch
nipple.
it? Can I touch it?
My nipple?
Yeah.
Look, you ruined not seeing it, Matt.
Now I don't. Now
Matt
I don't feel
won't be
comfortable.
touching it.
Away.
Now I don't feel comfortable.
Matt won't be
because Matt's
touching
trying
it.
to- Look at John's all of a sudden like trying to
We were promised nipple.
How do you remember that?
I'll let you touch my penis.
I remember,
nipple.
No.
I know, yeah.
Hey, I remembered hoping like I don't think they'll remember.
Yeah, and they did.
Yeah.
They
Also,
did.
guys, if you want to hear about nipple, 323-487-0766.
If we get okay, how about this?
Yeah.
If we get a call, I'll totally show my nipple.
One caller and you're showing the nipples.
Yeah, I'll show it.
Both
Please.
nipples.
Wait, no,
Call.
but
Please
not from
call.
anyone from this room.
No.
No.
Yeah.
Where's
Please
Chuck when
call
you
the
need him?
show. Call the
Chuck
show.
Diesel. Chuck Cole, call in, buddy.
Om Namah Shivaya, call the show, please.
Nancy Pinto, call in. Somebody,
I
for
like how
God's
people
sake.
are going to their
No.
phones
We're
right
texting
now.
people.
I'm not
Call
on
the
their phones
fuck
like
in.
call.
Hey,
Johnny, if it turns out that you're the reason we didn't get a call, I'm going to fucking lose
If you
it.
don't call in, kill
Then
yourself.
John,
Please
I will
kill
show
yourself.
you just the nipple and no one else.
Yeah.
He's all cool with it.
We need a
Johnny.
call
Like,
in.
either way, I see
Do we have a
nipple.
call in? Guys, 323-487-0766. We have nipple on the line here, folks. I mean, I know we were talking about issues such as Vietnam, crack cocaine in L.A., schools making
it's a good conversation
labor.
tonight. I
We had
like
food,
this.
for,
Yeah.
food being bad for us and poison. But we're at nipple right now.
Ta-ta.
We're at nipple, and we have about
Ta-ta.
4 minutes to
And I
see
geeked
nipple.
out, and I talked about Hydra.
5 minutes. We got
Ta-ta.
5 minutes. Something on
Hydra.
there said big dicks.
Big dicks,
but,
5 minutes.
That was
Yeah.
fucking weird.
I want to see some big
I don't know why Big Dick ended up on there, but that was. We need to
I'll
see
show you my
nipple,
dick.
and we need someone to call in.
would.
Yeah.
I'm posting. Call in. I'm posting for people to call in.
Are you seriously posting on
Just
Facebook?
don't
to
tag
call in?
me on that.
No. Yeah.
Yeah, so I show my nipples.
Just show a picture of her and her cleavage.
Tag me on that.
She's
My
gonna
parents-
show her nipple.
My parents are like, what
if
are you
call.
doing in LA?
What is happening?
How do you feel about back hair while
How
we're
did it
waiting?
happen?
As long as I can run my fingers through it and braid it, no.
No, yeah. See, I got it. See, you can always tell when I'm like not getting any pussy. I have hair on my back. It's called between.
If we can comb it
Veters.
and part it,
Between Veters.
no.
You gotta have a Veter. See, people are like, I gotta have a fucking Veter.
Yeah. I just want to see nipple, so somebody needs to fucking call in. I was promised nipple. I think I think as the host, I should get to see it regardless.
You know, do you like pregnant porn?
No.
I love it.
Really? No.
What?
I knew you were
Fuck
gonna.
is-
I knew you were gonna go there.
You know what I love about it?
What?
The nipples.
The
The
nipples?
nipples get bigger and the clitoris swells. It's so fucking
Oh
amazing.
yeah, and there's
It's
a
amazing.
child inside, and
Oh.
the guy's
And it'll
just.
try and grab.
I always
penis
feel
every
like
time it
whenever
comes
I
in.
could suck milk out of the nipple, I always feel like it's the child spitting in my mouth from the outside, and it's like it turns me on even more.
Their tits get rock hard,
Yeah.
and it's like they have a beer belly and rock hard tits. It's like fucking a guy.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
I love
yeah,
that.
yeah.
I love that.
I like how his mic kind of went out
Because I
at
just-
that point.
I just want to see
It's
a
the gods
fucking
is
call.
going down. Like this is too awkward.
Was that bad?
We need a
No,
caller.
it's not bad at all. I've seen worse
You know, just
stuff on
you know,
porn.
like fucking a guy. Not really.
It's just
Not
like
really
fucking a
at
guy.
all, not really
Fucking a
at
guy
all.
is like fucking a pregnant woman.
I love fucking a guy.
She likes fucking a guy, so she would be into pregnant porn. Like we should have her own channel. Like
Have you ever done more than one
Yeah,
guy?
that's
Have you ever done more than one guy?
Me?
Yeah.
No, me of course.
Well, you or Matt. It could be
I
either
know.
of you.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say, Matt, have you
It's like,
yeah, actually I have.
Wait, you mean at the
you
same
had a threesome
time?
with two dudes?
Do you mean at the same
An
time?
orgy with fucking
Or do you mean have I been with
I've
more
been
than
in
one
orgies.
person?
Oh,
I've
there's
been in
like
orgies.
girls
I've
and
been out where a
guys
guy
and-
touches me.
all
yeah.
guys, girls and guys. I've been in all kinds of
Yeah.
orgies. Yeah,
Dude, there's a couple of those little orgy houses out in the valley.
that's cool.
Yeah.
I
You
know
know
I'm
what,
supposed to
a
go
lot
to one
of
this
you
week.
know what I've noticed being on Tinder and OkCupid? I've had a lot of couples on both of those come up to me and like say there's a lot of couples looking for a third
Orgies, yeah.
partner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Sounds like we got a call.
No way! That's bull. Is that John?
Do we have a caller? Do we have a call? No. It's none of
No,
us.
there's none of us.
Caller, how you doing? Hello, caller. How you doing? Welcome to Hamburger
It's like
Podcast.
it's my parents.
Who do we got on the line?
This is Nancy.
Nancy, I love you, Nancy. Hold
Nancy,
on.
I don't. How
Nancy,
dare you,
Nancy, stay on the line right now. You're gonna join us in audio of seeing nipple, and I expect to see both nipples.
What you said? A nipple.
No,
this
I
whole
said
time.
nipples. It's a thing I
No,
switched.
no.
I
So
said
you
nipples.
said a nipple.
You know what it is? It would be weird just seeing one. I
Cro-
feel like
if
the
you
other one
cross
hated
your
it.
eyes, you'll see double nipple.
I constantly see double nipple, even without them being
So
there.
then there you go.
Okay, so we're at the point. Move everything out of my way.
I can't. Ryan,
I'm not
I really
not
don't
looking.
want you to look.
I've
Okay.
seen your tits before, so
Wait.
John's,
Wait.
like, getting
Do we
ready
have
for
nipple
this.
music, John? Quickly. We have another caller? We got multiple. Your nipples are popular.
All right. 2 callers, 2 nipples. How about that?
Okay, yeah, there we go. We got
Let's
2
see
callers.
Sherry and
Nipples.
Who's our caller, though?
Who cares?
Wait, is it really?
We got callers, yeah. Oh, those are good
Yes,
nipples.
those are awesome.
Those are
Those are
fantastic. Wait, one more quick time.
Ryan, don't
I
look
didn't
at
see
the
the left
microphone.
one.
Shit.
I didn't see the left one.
I can't see
I didn't catch the
look at
left one because
John.
the microphone.
Just look at John.
John wants to see
Yeah.
too. John's trying to
Yeah,
work.
John, you're missing nipple. Okay, let me see that right one. I didn't see it all.
What?
The right one I
What?
didn't see it all because the
That's your own
microphone.
fault.
No, it's
I
the
did-
microphone's
He saw
fault.
both.
It's right.
He saw both. What
So-
time are we at?
What is this called?
Jesus
It's the
Christ.
Burger Podcast. Nancy, are you hearing nipple right now? Oh, look at those. Are fantastic.
Yeah,
Both of
there you
them.
go.
Oh,
You
yeah.
can see the scar
Oh,
where I
those are
used to have a
good.
nipple piercing.
Oh, yeah. I like
Yeah.
that, too. Those are good nipples.
I'm gonna get him pierced again.
My wife's got great nipples like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, those are
I'd
good
love
for an
to see
Asian
hers
woman. Oh, they're
sometime.
fantastic. She got
Right?
an A cup.
Right?
Nipples like a.
Thank you, callers.
Oh.
Backstabbing
Callers,
sons
you
of
guys.
bitches.
Nancy.
Who are these people I called?
Nancy, you still there?
Nancy, I'm going to buy you a
Nancy?
drink.
Yeah, we all owe Nancy. Guys,
gonna
give it
buy-
up for
yeah,
Nancy
Nancy
Pinto
Pinto. Woo!
and Mickey McCock. God damn it.
Macaque?
My cock is so hard right now from your nipples. No. Okay, who do we got on there? Let's get them in real quick.
You're too late, caller. They already saw it.
Caller, how we doing? We got you up? Hey, caller, how you doing?
And he's gone.
Hello, caller?
It's Nancy. This
Hey,
is what
Nancy.
I get.
Hey, Nancy. Listen, you're our hero, okay? We saw both nipples.
Wait, it was just her calling back the whole time?
No,
was
it was a
call.
different one. We lost like 3 of them, yeah.
Great tits.
Yeah, we had.
Great tits.
Yeah, you guys were fantastic. They were
Thank you,
great,
Nancy.
great nipples too.
Great tits. Whole thing.
Man,
Great
I
tits.
missed out on nipples.
I know,
Tits.
I know.
Nancy, get on the show.
I know.
come
You,
out.
you should have been
You
here.
know what? But I could have massaged them because I'm a massage therapist.
Yeah, she is.
I would've, like,
Why aren't you here
Yeah,
right
right?
now?
She could
I have
be
a lot
rubbing
of
your
tension
nipples.
right now. I need to release
She
some
could be-
tension.
She could be
I will-
rubbing your
I-
nipples. She
I
could be,
will
yeah.
massage you if you're like completely butt naked without me using a sheet.
Oh, on air,
Their
on air,
faces just
on
went-
air. I
what's-
like
Their
this.
face
Yeah.
is just glazed.
What are you
I like
doing
it.
in 30
with
minutes?
oil.
What are you doing in 30 minutes?
Naked,
Where are you going to be in
naked.
30 minutes?
Hey, so Nance, listen. Next time you got to call in
Now,
earlier,
Mom
but
and
you got to
Dad,
come down next week.
stop listening.
Yeah, just so you guys know you failed. Hey, guys, thank
I
you
will bring
so
oil
much.
and
We're at
no
the end,
sheet.
Nan. We're at the end, love. You rule. We all owe you a drink when you
Love
come
you
down.
guys.
Guys, I'll be at the family room on the 14th. You got to
Nice.
check it out. Ryan,
I'll be at UBG again. Turbo Tuesdays next Tuesday.
Maddie Freeman.
I'll be at the White House
Hell yeah.
throwing shit.
Bombing shit. Nipples.
I'll be up in the Bay this whole weekend, and I'll be in the Castro on Friday.
You can catch her nipples on the fucking Bay Coast.
In the gay
Guys,
district.
I'm Burger Podcast. Have a great night, and remember, Johnny's getting better.